Unfortunately, we have a legislative branch that really acts more like a peanut gallery. You know, they sort of sit there and watch what the others do, sometimes complain about it, but really don't offer any resistance because they're afraid somebody might blame them. Newsflash, they're going to get blamed anyway. So what they really ought to be thinking about is how do they get involved and be more proactive. You know, case in point, you know, I think about, you know, the recent decision by the Supreme Court on gay marriage. Now, first of all, let me just say, I have nothing against gay people whatsoever. Now, I know a lot of people don't believe that because we live in a society now where if you don't accept their entire agenda, then you're a homophobe. But, you know, I personally believe that any two people, regardless of sexual orientation or anything else, have the right to associate together. If they want to have a legal contract drawn up, which allows them to share property, have hospital visitation rights, do whatever they want, absolutely. I don't have any problem with that. That's the kind of country that this was designed to be. Live and let live, not impose your values on everybody else. And that's the problem. But with the Supreme Court ruling that changes essentially the definition of marriage, it doesn't take into consideration the implications of that. If you change it for one group, why won't you change it for the next? What defense do you have against the next group? You're going to say, we can only change it this one time? We're never going to change it again? Well, that wouldn't be very fair. So why change it in the first place? It's been working very well for thousands of years. And that's what happens when people go in and start tinkering with things without thinking about the implications of it. And the legislative branch, however, I would have thought would have been already prepared with legislation in case the Supreme Court came down with that decision to make sure we preserve the rights, the religious rights of everybody. Not everybody agrees with their new definition of marriage, and it's a conviction and a religious conviction. And they need to make sure that they protect people's religious rights. They've been Johnny-come-lately, but I call upon Congress to do that now because there are people who are losing their jobs, their livelihood, and that's not fair. That's not what America was supposed to be.